It's not the balls and tackles that sports fans plan to see.
There's an idiot on the field.
In every code, in every country, pitch invaders will try any trick to get noticed. This Australian football game last year was abandoned when a violent crowd took to the field, leaving the goalie with a head injury.
It was scary. I've just spoken to a mate who took his grandson. He'd never seen anything like this before. Stick him in jail. Why not? Give him a record that, I don't know, do something that will affect them for the rest of their life.
Our nation's love-hate relationship with streakers and pitch invaders is all fun and games until someone gets hurt, as was the case at the Warriors game last Friday, where there were 13 separate incidents, leaving 2 security guards with injuries.
They were injured in the process of trying to remove people from the field, and it sort of turned a little bit ugly, I suppose, and the pitch invaders turned from trying to invade the pitch to getting a little bit more violent towards some of our team.
I'd like to see the Australian-type punishment with significant fines as a deterrent to enter the field.
Fines of up to $5,000?
A financial deterrent will prevent this happening.
So is it time to sin bin the streakers and penalise the pitch invaders, or will we need to build a fortress around our stadiums to keep our players safe?
Now, those are the days. Well, joining us now is legendary broadcaster Grant Nisbet. Grant, what do you reckon? What do you say to people who think that all of this is just harmless fun?
Look, I mean, there is that element to it, but it's not terribly harmless when security guards are getting hurt, is it? And it's also a great annoyance to people who turn up to a ground and have these imbeciles running across the ground and stopping the flow. It also is a real hindrance to the players who are trying to concentrate and play the game. People sitting at home don't see it, of course, because television companies have a kind of an unwritten agreement that they don't show it. So, look, I think it's gone beyond the realms of a bit of fun.
I don't want to be immature, but there is a little part of me that misses seeing that on the TV. And surely seeing it on the TV can't be any worse than seeing it all over social media.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Can I just say that is very immature?
Grant, if it was up to you, would we be cracking down harder or taking other precautions around pitch invasions?
I think when it first started, it was more of a dare. You know, a few blokes would get together and say, you know, it's going to cost you a couple of $100 for a fine, but we'll all chip in 20 each and away you go, and we'll look after it. I think if it gets a little more serious, why not turn it into a criminal conviction rather than just, you know, a slap on the wrist with a wet bus ticket? If it's a criminal conviction under the Trespass Act, boy, am I getting very lawyerish now, then you're not going to do it, are you? Or if it's a $5,000 fine, are you going to do it? I think you're just going to make it harder on people who offend.
We're of a similar vintage, Grant. Do you think it's forbidden fruit? Because back in the day, you remember, at the end of the game, everyone got to run onto the pitch. Great fun. Maybe because we prohibit it.
I still quite enjoy that. Once the game's over, I think it's quite good fun. The old story of collecting autographs and all that sort of thing, it's a real opportunity for some of the youngsters to actually meet their heroes.
Be honest, Nisbo, you were young and irresponsible once. Were you ever tempted to invade the pitch yourself?
No, I'm of a certain age that it hadn't started when I was young. It only started, I think, from memory in the sort of mid to late 80s, early 90s. So I was hugely mature by then.
Good on you.
And also, Grant, while you're here, your voice is iconic, it's soothing, it's beautiful. If I just close my eyes for a second, would you just say, you guys on the project are doing a really good job?
Okay, close your eyes.
Okay.
You guys on the project are doing a really good job.
Oh. It felt so good. It felt so beautiful.
I wanted to be more disconnected, like he was commentating on us. Well, out on the project, a good-looking team. Let's see how they go tonight.
I loved it. That was better than therapy. Great. Thank you so much.
Okay, guys. Cheers.
Welcome along to the project, everyone. Look, James Roquet is here. Have to ask, James, have you ever streaked at a major event?
No, and not for the reason you think. No, I've never streaked not because I am against it, but just because I don't have the cardio. Yeah. I feel like I wouldn't make it past the 22. I just fall over and.
That's what I don't understand about this in general. Like, what would possess a normal human being to go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stand in front of some of the most beautiful athletes in the world, Adonises, and get naked and then try and run in front of them.
Yeah.
They're just going to be like, no, no, no.
I've got a quote from Mark Richardson sent through saying, streaking is a noble art that should be encouraged. Pitch invading is a pain in the ass.